Hi, welcome to M Pluto. My name is M. Today I'm going to be doing a general reading for the collective, for the person on your mind. First, I'm going to start by pulling 5 oracle cards. I might pull 6 just in case if I want a little extra information. Okay, Spirit, tell me about the person on the client's mind. Give me 5 oracle cards. Okay, we have photo proof. Caught in the act, evidence saved, plain or truth in plain sight. This card is very interesting because it could mean a lot of different things. It could mean that you caught a screenshot of a situation. It could mean that someone sent you a text message. There's something here where you do have evidence about there being some sort of indiscrepancy with someone who's on your mind. The thing that stands out the most to me is truth in plain sight. That part of the card always stands out to me because it always feels like it's not necessarily photo proof, which for some of you it definitely can be. But even if you don't have photo proof, what I mean is you could see two people interact and you can feel a certain tension around them, right? And that's what truth in plain sight is. I've actually witnessed this before where you can literally look at two people who think that they're hiding something and they're not hiding it very well at all. And yeah, that's truth in plain sight. Or you can have evidence, or unfortunately, you could have caught this person in the act. Spirit, give me another card. Give me another card. Okay. We have cock blocking. Cock blocking is an interesting card because it's like context. If there were someone or third party, a family member, this could be someone in your friend circle or someone in their friend circle, their mother, their father. Somebody within your dynamic did not want the two of you together. Now, this could also be the person who you have photo proof evidence of. I don't know just yet, but we have some cock blocking going on. Okay, Spirit, give me another card. Okay, we have thief, robbed, lost, theft, physical or emotional. Okay, so someone here definitely came into your life with poor intentions. That's what these 3 cards are telling me. Either you caught them doing something that was not respectful to your relationship or bond. There was also someone coming in who had the thing with cop blocking is that no one should be able to come into your dynamic and change what the person wants to do. If this person wants to pursue you or has interest in you, cop blocking should be a thing, which tells me that this person is not necessarily in charge or they don't have the confidence to go after what they want. Not only that, we have thief here, robbed, lost, theft, physical or emotional. This person could have easily have wasted your time. Okay? This person, I'm picking up the energy that this person almost entered a dynamic with you knowing that there was already someone in the back of their mind that they weren't truly done with, and this was all a little game. Now this person, it doesn't mean this person came out immediately. This could be maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month later. Things could have been pretty cool or chill between everyone, and then at some point somebody came along and then it was obvious that there was some type of triangulation taking place, and then that's when you probably realized that the time and emotions that you were being the time that you had invested in this person was wasted. Okay, Spirit, give me another card, please. Okay, Spirit, give me another card, please. I'm not going to take that one. Give me another card, Spirit. Okay, we have space. I need more time to think. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have absence. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. This person is, I don't want to say for sure, but it seems like this person is going back and forth between you and another person. That they need space because they're not necessarily sure about which direction they want to take. I mean, they miss you. The bottom of the deck is absence. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. That could be possibly true, but at the same time, that could be attachment. That could just be someone being used to you being around. Also, if you're stuck between two people, everyone knows not to choose. Choosing neither is probably the best bet. Spirit, can I get one more oracle, please? Spirit, can I get one more oracle, please? Okay, yeah. So the next card we have is Ain't, S-H-I-T. We also at the bottom of this deck have bad habits, drugs and denial, repeating mistakes, can't break the loop. And again, we still have absence. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. I kind of want to be messy and get one more card just because. Let's keep digging. I'm not taking that card. One more. And then I'm going to go through these oracles. One more, Spirit. Conversation. Okay, it says, I want to call you and hear your voice. Bottom of the deck officially is bad habits, drugs, and denial, repeated mistakes, can't break the loop. Fishing for comments, and the third card is third party involved, torn between two lovers. So if you were, if you thought about there being a potential love interest, or if their attention was going elsewhere towards a third party, you were correct. That being said, let's take a look at these oracle cards. Let's take a look at these messy oracle cards. Photo proof, caught in the act, evidence saved, truth in plain sight. There seems to be some sort of mind games that were played between you and the person that they were also interested in. This person that they were interested in is very bold, okay? This was someone who could have been in your space, playing in your face, acting in a very flirtatious way, and then pretending like there was nothing really happening in your face. And that's why that card, Truth in Plain Sight, really gets me, because I'm like, it's almost gaslighting. It's like there's someone, these people really came in and were like, we're gonna come in under the guise of, I don't know, like maybe this is my cousin, or maybe this is like my best friend's sister. Whatever little storyline they gave you a storyline, okay? But it became obvious after a while that the relationship that they had, there was influence that shouldn't be there. That influence that shouldn't overrule a partnership, which is why we have cock blocking here. This person, whoever this was in this dynamic, and I do believe it was some sort of social dynamic. It could be family, friends, someone within, I don't know, like your Instagram followers, or like your Facebook friends, someone close to you. This could be a coworker. This is somebody close to you, okay, who also is familiar and maybe a little bit more closer to your person of interest, who had the power to cock block, to play mind games. That could be a part of the truth in plain sight. And then we have thief, rob, less, or why do I keep saying less? Robbed, loss, theft, physical or emotional. This person was wasting your time. Why? Because this person, with the bottom of the deck being drugs and denial, repeating mistakes, can't break the loop. This person has repeatedly done this with this third party energy. They get off on it. It's fun. It's a little game to them. Okay, so it was never about coming in and actually having genuine or real feelings. This was about pretending maybe this person wanted to have a real shot with you, but at the end of the day, they invited someone inside of the circle who they knew had a lot of influence and who they knew was toxic. And I think maybe you either call them out or maybe they push themselves away. And then we have this weird defense coping mechanism energy of, I need more time to think. No, you don't. What do you need to think about? What is it to think about? The next card over is ain't shit. Even spirits, like, what do you need to think about? This what I'm trying to say is this is who you are. You can take all the space you want. You can, I need more time to think. This is who you are. This is a part of your character. This isn't a phase. Bottom of the deck, bad habits, drugs, denial, repeated mistakes can't break the loop. And then underneath that, fishing for comments, which always has been such a nothing card. This person could be reading your social media comments. But underneath that, we have love triangle, third party involved, torn between two or multiple lovers. So that's what they need space to think about. We also have conversation. I want to call you and hear your voice. Let me see if I can pick up anything else. I don't care about that card. I don't care about that conversation. I don't care about needing to hear your voice. Spirit has already declared this person is not anything. This whole needing to take time and space, this is a little ass kid. I don't know who this is. I don't know if this is a woman or if this is a man child or a woman child. I don't know who this is. They are lying to themselves. And what was that card? Bad habits, drugs, and denial. This person's in denial. This is who you are. This has happened before. Maybe not with the same person, but there's always somebody that can come in when you're bored or when you tire of a person or when you want immediate gratification, or this could very well be somebody who is broken in a way where they don't know how to sustain an actual healthy dynamic. There are some people who are literally out there who thrive on being sneaky, who get off on being sneaky. It's invigorating to them. I mean, we've heard about, like, let's look at the latest example, Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion, and everyone's saying, well, how could he cheat on her? How could he do that? He has a fetish for cheating. He's sneaky. It's a game. And then underneath that, we have wants you back. Excuse me. Yeah. So, photo proof, caught in the act, evidence saved. So, something's already locked into your mind. What really gets me is third party involved, torn between two or multiple lovers, love triangle. This person made you compete. And the reason why they made you compete is because their mother or father didn't love them when they were a child. Let's be honest. Let's break this down for a second. The only reason why someone would have a good situation with a partner and then have someone come in and literally cop block and play these mind games with you is because they weren't loved. They need to keep constantly proving to themselves that they can attract people who are interested. They need to constantly keep proving to the little boy or little girl inside themselves, oh, I can still keep people interested. I'm still important. I'm still validated. They look for validation and attention anywhere. That's why this person can come in, and this person, by the way, knows this. This person who came in and cop blocked, they've done this before, and not only that, this person takes this person for a tailspin. They know what their triggers are. They know how to make them, they know how to make them chase them. They know how to give them power over them. This person is weak, is what this person is. So they've taken space. I need more time to think. This person's never going to change. I hate to say this, but they're broken. There are some people we meet in this life who are broken. And the conversation, I want to call you and hear your voice. Shut up. I'm sorry. I know that was pretty, dark, or not dark, but that was a pretty intense general oracle read. But the energy of this person, there's such a go with the flow type of person. Like, they don't have any morals. They immediate gratification. They don't love themselves. Hell, their mom or their dad doesn't love them. They're not loved, and they don't give a damn about wasting people's time. It says thief, robbed, lost, theft, physical, emotional. This is, like I said, you're not the first person they've done this to. This person doesn't give an F about the fact that they waste people's time. Why? Because they think that they deserve it. They feel entitled to it. Just like how they felt entitled to play in your face. They played in your face. It was all a little game. Love triangle, third party involved, torn between two love. This person was having sex with somebody else. This isn't torn between two options. This is torn between two or multiple lovers. This person who was cock blocking was also sleeping with the person of your interest. That's why Spirit came out and immediately said this person ain't SHIT. They ain't anything. Now, that being said, let's go into what is the current energy of the situation, Spirit? What is the current energy of the situation? What is the current energy of the situation? Give me 3 cards. What is the current energy of the situation? Yep. 8 of Swords. The Hermit. And the 3 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Moon. Uncertainty, illusions, confusion, projection, fear. We also, so for the current energy of the situation, we have the 8 of Swords, self-imposed restriction, uncertainty, doubt, a person not listening to their intuition, feeling mentally trapped, not knowing which decision to make. They feel trapped. But they feel trapped not necessarily because, excuse me, I don't know what that was. Not because of because of the thoughts, because of the guilt and the bullshit. I hate cursing on my channel, but this person is disgusting to me. They are disgusting. And it's not even, it's like, you don't even have confidence. You're weak. Like, you're extremely weak. I almost want to call you a loser, but I'm like, that's really evil, Morgan M. But yeah, the current energy of the situation, they're not moving toward you. They're isolating themselves. They're trying to gain perspective. And we also have the Three of Pentacles, which to me, considering the cards in this deck, they're still messing around with third parties. They're still working with third parties. And then that moon, confusion, uncertainty. They're no. Okay. How does this person genuinely feel about you right now? Or how does this person currently see you? How does this person currently see the Corinth spirit? I think this might be like the harshest read I've ever done. The harshest, I swear. I've never done such a harsh read. How does this person currently see the Court? The Three of Wands. Three of Wands. The Five of Pentacles. And the Three of Swords. They're waiting for you to unblock them. Six of Cups. They look back at you nostalgically. There were some happy memories. The Three of Wands here says this person is waiting. They're watching. They're trying to get a signal. They also feel pushed out emotionally. They feel blocked, lack of communication, isolated from you, pushed out. And the Three of Swords, emotional pain. Emotional pain. Okay. Spirit, how does this person genuinely feel about the Court? How does this person genuinely feel about the Court? How does this person genuinely feel about the Court? How does this person genuinely feel about the Court? Three cards. Seven of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. Excuse me. And the Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. They think that the Seven of Cups to me here says they fantasize about you along with other options. At the same time, they think that they can win you over by being slow, consistent, goal-oriented. And they still want to offer you an emotional, romantic offer. Bottom of the deck is Temperance. Again, this person thinks that time is just needed for you to get over it. They think that with consistency and sweeping you off your feet, being a knight in shining armor, possibly love bombing, and they're just figuring out a way they're figuring out a way how to do that, and also fantasizing about you, as well as other people. Okay, what's influencing or shaping their behavior? Spirit, what's influencing or shaping the person on the Corinth's mind's behavior? What's influencing or shaping the person on the mind's behavior? Do I take you? Yeah. What's influencing or shaping their behavior? What's influencing or shaping their behavior? Well, first we have the moon as the bottom of the deck. For what's influencing or shaping their behavior, we have the Page of Cups. We have someone who wants to send a message, right? And then we have the Nine of Swords, which is nightmare fuel. Someone who can't sleep, someone who's overthinking, someone who is mentally ruminating. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. This person, what's influencing their behavior or what's shaping their behavior is they don't know how to approach you. They don't know how to build the situation back up to something that is viable, that is sustainable, that could have longevity, because they're afraid, they're confused. They don't really know what they want. The moon is usually a card where it's like, it's all about subconscious fears, right? It's all about projection, delusion, not seeing things clearly. So what's influencing their behavior is they have no idea how to reconstruct or build back up what's happened between the two of you. They don't know how to reach out. That Page of Cups. They don't know how to message you and apologize. They don't know what to say. There's nothing they can say. The Nine of Swords. And so instead, what they do is they ruminate between the moon and the Page of Cups. They go back and forth between reaching out, trying to figure out how to reach out, being confused, thinking about the worst case scenario, feeling like the road ahead of them is so foggy that there's no way for them to really figure out what the outcome could be. They have no idea how to move past the stage of overthinking, of rumination, to build something towards longevity. And they also, if I'm being completely honest, they don't know how to apologize. And by that, I don't mean that they literally don't. What I mean is they know an apology won't do anything. It's not going to change anything. They can think and dream about it all they want. They can stay up at night putting together the most Shakespearean poem ever. They're still confused on how to maintain stability. And it really has nothing to do with you. This person doesn't know how to sustain anything. They don't know how to sustain a relationship. They allow other people, and this is one of the most disgusting things a person can do. One of the most disgusting things a person can do is to come into a person's life, pretend to be someone who is morally aligned, not lustful, cares about them, principled, build a foundation, build a routine, build an identity, and then one day somebody comes around and a mask drops. That's betrayal trauma. It's a real thing. Look it up. It's betrayal trauma. And this person knows they've done that. They know they've done that. They know that apology is not, that it's not going to work. They know that that Nine of Swords energy is where they're going to stay at whenever they think about possibly reaching out to you. They know longevity and building something sustainable is not plausible. They don't know how. They're full of fear. They're confused. There's fog everywhere. Why? Because there is no answer. There is no way. If there was a way for them to come to you right and correct, they'd have it. There'd be something here that would say, yeah, that this is sustainable. But because the bottom of the deck is the moon, no. It's all going to be about not knowing what to do. It's all going to be about confusion. It's all going to be about fog. It's all going to be about thinking about the worst case scenario. And that's exactly where this person needs to be. This person needs to stay away from you. Okay. Spirit, what is the lesson or theme this connection is meant to teach the client? This is the worst read, and it's nothing to you. But this has got to be the worst read I have ever done so far. And I haven't done that many. But this person, I usually get something positive. But there's something, I've never received that love triangle card. And that love triangle card makes me so upset because it says torn between two or multiple lovers. Okay? That disgusts me. that tells me this person is morally corrupted. Um, what is this connection meant to teach you? Let's give you some advice. And I also want to pull out a crystal oracle for you. Yeah, I like these cards. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords. Being vigilant, hyper vigilant, surveilling, watching people's actions versus their words. Especially, even when it's a woman or a man, one thing that we have to do, especially now with how corrupted everybody is in the society, especially in relationships where there are endless options for people and everyone thinks that, that they're a fat kid in the candy store, and, we have 42-year-old people on dating apps pretending like they still don't know what the hell they want. Being hyper vigilant, being aware, surveilling, watching people's actions, holding them accountable to how they actually act versus what they say. That's something that can help you immediately get out of a situation, because that's when you know that when somebody lies to you, that they can lie to you to your face, and that their words and actions don't align. Oh no, I didn't call this person. Well, you're known for lying. You're known for saying something and your actions not aligning. Temperance. This is balance, being patient, taking the right action, not jumping into a situation. Perhaps this person already had red flags. Spirit is telling you to make sure that you you pay attention, you watch this person, and to be patient. Also, look for a dynamic that brings you harmony, brings you peace. We also have the High Priestess. This is an inner knowing, trusting your intuition. Again, there could have been red flags in the beginning that you possibly ignored. Spirit is saying, trust your inner intuition. And then the Nine of Pentacles. Being, independent, self-sufficient, taking care of yourself, not relying on other people, but also having boundaries. That Nine of Pentacles, see, these 3 Pentacles are for 3 other people. These 6 Pentacles are hers. She's totally in charge of who gets what. She's in charge of her life. She has boundaries with people. She respects herself. Okay, Spirit, what is this next person's next moves? What is this person's next moves? What is this person's next moves? What is this person's next moves towards the current? Watching you. Watching your social media. Seeing what you're doing. Surveilling you. Being sneaky. Spying. Trying to juggle you. Not knowing how to move toward you. That moon energy. That's too many cards, Spirit. I'm not going to take that one. I'm going to have to reshuffle. Spirit, what is this? What is this person's next moves towards the current? What is this person's next moves towards the current? The Hierophant, 4 of Swords. See that 4 of Swords here? 4 of Swords is a person who's laying down, and in this card right here, he's praying for a blessing. He's praying that those 3 cards don't fall on him. That's what that Hierophant is here. They're praying for a miracle. They don't know how to approach you, so they're still juggling. This person's not approaching you, by the way. They're not coming back into your life. They're going to be lurking in the shadows. They're going to be praying for a blessing. They're going to be in their head. They're not going to take any action. They're going to be going back and forth in their mind about how to approach you and never taking any kind of action because they know that there's no action to take. And praying for a miracle, praying for a blessing. The Hierophant is also, a spiritual teacher who gives out blessings. Okay, Spirit, how does this end? How does this end? By the way, my name is M. This is M Pluto. Please like and subscribe and comment. Every subscription and like really helps my channel grow. Okay, Spirit, how does this end? How does this end? Magician. Ten of Wands. How does this end? Magician, Ten of Wands, and Eight of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Cups, and underneath that is the Five of Cups. How this ends is you gaining more momentum, your ability to manifest a new beginning for yourself. After this situation, what's going to end up happening is you are going to gain power, be more resourceful, gain confidence, feel more in control of your destiny. And by that, what I mean is you're not going to be placed into a situation where anyone is going to be able to come in and influence somebody else who's supposed to be in your relationship and stop them from coming to you or having any kind of damn influence. I'm sorry, I'm getting upset. Or you're also going to be in charge of making sure that you don't mess around with someone who has bad habits, who likes to, repeat mistakes and lies and keeps you waiting because they need space and time to think about how shitty of a person they are. Dropping down burdens is also going to be a part of that, and focusing on other opportunities. That's how this ends. It does not end with any coming back together. This Six of Cups is about memory and nostalgia and past, but it's also a blessing. It's a gift. It's moving forward. It's the ability to look back at that Six of Cups, leave it in the past, manifest a new beginning where you are powerful and resourceful. The Magician is the master of all four. He's the master of the Wands, the Pentacles, the Cups, and the Swords. Okay? To feel like you are in charge of your life, enough to let go and remove these burdens from your life, and to focus and move forward towards other things that are more opportune, where you can actually grow something, where something can be sustainable and nobody can come in and steal and waste your time. No one could put you in a love triangle. And this conversation, I think we did have the 5. Keep this person blocked. It's very rare, I'm going to say it, it's very rare where ain't shit comes out. I've never seen this card come. I don't think I've ever, this card has never come out. Okay? The Spirit is saying, his spirit guides don't even like him. We don't even know. No. Okay? So again, my name is M. This is M Pluto. Please like and subscribe if you found this video helpful, and have a wonderful rest of your day. And always remember, you are in charge of your life. You are the magician, and there are some bad people out there, and it's time to really start naming the red flags when we see them instead of staying and waiting. Okay? And don't worry about the other people. Don't worry about the third person. Don't worry about the love triangle person, because this person ain't shit. What they did to you, they'll do to them. Okay? Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.